This movie tells a story about Bella Baxter, a young woman who brought back to life by the brilliant scientist Dr. Godwin Baxter. First of all, this movie has a good production design and good acting from the cast. The cinematography is also interesting, at least at first, as the early scenes are shot in detailed black and white and full of wacky off-kilter imagery. Unfortunately, it soon becomes apparent that the movie does a poor job in trying to communicate its message to the audience. There are so many potent issues that the movie could have confronted, like patriarchy, societal expectations, female experience, and more. Instead, it shallowly skims over things, investing more into its lust for shock and showmanship. The commentary on human nature tends to get lost. It takes a very nifty metaphor for self-actualization and turns it into a film that wants to drive that point home in as many ways as it possibly can. The story becomes meandering, and the potential clever message is simply too buried beneath an overwrought story. Rather than picking a specific notion to bend and twist into an unexpected adaptation, this movie is overflowing with subplots. This situation leads to a considerable amount of repetition. Ideas are hammered home rather than subtly glimpsed. This movie is much more interested in introducing Bella to sex, and it's sex that immediately becomes a focal point for this movie. It fuels much of its storytelling, and it both shapes and defines the film's idea of freedom, agency, and empowerment. The consistency in tone and purpose and entertainment value are disappointingly erratic. Some of the visual flourishes have particular purposes, specifically in terms of perspective. Unfortunately, others are done repeatedly for no reason whatsoever. Bella's worldview is often communicated through a stifling fisheye lens. This approach is odd, as these age-distorted images seem there for the sake of rather than in service of. In a sense, the style of her substance approach reduces the lived-in feeling of the world building. All of the cardboard worlds appear dimensional, but offer little more than backdrops for Bella to find her next journey of pleasure. Overall, it's not worth to watch this in theaters. Just wait on your streaming service.